attendees, I should say. Okay, it looks like the attendee level has kind of flattened out or stalled. And so we'll start this meeting. I'll call this meeting of the Montours Area School District Board of Directors. Call this meeting to order for this special meeting on Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. The time is 7:08 p.m. At this time, I will take a roll or call a roll. Mr. Ulmer.
Present.
Ms. Marriott.
Present.
Dr. Mathers.
Present.
Mr. Ruffing.
Present.
Mr. Snell.
Here.
Thank you, Ron. Okay, Dr. Beery
Here.
and Mr. Conkle.
Here.
And Mr. Schimmel's here. And hopefully Mr. Albert will join us momentarily. This time we have a very brief agenda. So at this time we'll open the chat room for public comments. Residents and taxpayers of the district can comment they're provided a one unpaused 3-minute time frame. The special session and agenda is unique tonight because the comments shall be limited to the agenda items only. It's not a wide open comment like at our regular meetings or at our work sessions. So comments should be limited to the agenda items only. So at this time, I'll ask the host to open up the chat room. And of course, if you identify yourself and tell us where you live.
Hello, can you hear
You're
me?
good, Dan.
Hey there, Dan Asello up on Weldon Street here. I just want to thank the board for being proactive and seizing the opportunity to bring in some teachers a little quicker and ahead of time than waiting for them to possibly be taken by other districts. So thank you for being proactive and scheduling a special session to address that, especially with the teacher shortages that we're having. Especially for good quality high-end teachers. I know being in the field, it's not easy to attain good teachers on a short notice. So good job. Thank you for running this special session.
Thank you, Dan. At this point, I don't see any more hands being raised, so I'll ask our host to go ahead and close the chat window. And we'll move now to the agenda items. And item P1 on the agenda is the approval, requesting approval for the following additions to the professional staff effective tentative date December 2021. You have Jessica Cover for biology, replacing Daniel Heinrichs at a salary of $48,580 pro rata first step at a bachelor's level, and Hillary Della Penta, a math teacher, replacing Tara Krebs at $50,980 pro rata first step of the master's level. And I would entertain a motion to approve P1.
Move to approve.
Second. Second.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. P2 is approval of the following addition to the teacher substitute list for 2021-2022. S.G. and Coic for a school counselor substitute. And I would entertain a motion for approval of P2.
Move to approve.
Move to approve.
I think we have a first and a second with Jen. And any questions? Okay, hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
I have a question, Dave.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
yeah. My connection's slow tonight, so you'll have to bear with me.
Okay.
My question is, when I saw the guidance counselor, that was going to be voted on for a substitute, I also saw in the students' newspaper that they put out in the school that we have a guidance counselor in the high school that is leaving. Is that correct? Can you verify that?
Yeah, that's, oh gosh, I forget his name. Help me out.
Eli Skinner.
Eli
Yeah, Eli
Skinner.
Skinner. Yeah, he's leaving in about probably 5 weeks or 6 weeks or so. We'll hold them as long as we can. And then we have to release him, of course. So yes, he's leaving.
His last day was Friday.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We're-
Sorry about
We're
that.
running on one counselor right now.
Okay, sorry about
Okay.
that.
But my question is, we're not hiring another counselor. We're just approving a substitute.
Right.
Would you like me to respond, Mr. Schimmel?
Yeah, go ahead and fill in any details, Dan, that are pertinent.
We advertised and interviewed and weren't satisfied with any of the candidates. So we are bringing a retired counselor in to fill that role until we can find a satisfactory candidate for us.
Okay, Dan, so what you're saying is the job search is still ongoing for that position.
Correct. That position, it's actually still advertised, and we may get a December grad that applies, or we might have to wait until the spring. But we want to make sure we get the right person in there and not just hire this is a tough time to hire, so we don't want to just pick whoever applied in this particular position. But with that said, the
Okay.
two that we hired for the other positions are really good. We lucked out, and I think they're on here tonight if you wanted to speak to them after this vote.
Well,
I think
I
they
asked the
want to-
Okay, Dan.
superintendent.
Thank you for your explanation, because I was kind of confused there as to why it was going that direction.
Dan, and I asked the superintendent to have these hires join us next week for the work session, and we'll get to see them next week. We have an executive session after this, so we just want to deal with these items and go to our executive session. So, okay, so any more questions on P2? Hearing none, then all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. And that completes our agenda items. There, item 5 says information. There's no information items tonight. That's just a pro forma agenda. So at this point, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, folks. See you shortly for that executive session.